I chose the Jeep commercial just because I thought it was the best one that was out there. And the reason I chose it was because it was very catching. It was in a large scrapyard with a large car crusher, and most old vehicles, that's where they end up dying. And they had an old 62 Gladiator in there, and it had some nice upbeat music going. And then it's being crushed, and the tire is the only thing that doesn't deflate, and it zooms in on them. And then after that, all the hydraulic lines on the crusher decide to break. All the gauges go crazy. The hydraulic pumps start to go in reverse. And then after that, it zooms out and you see a brand new 2020 Jeep Gladiator. I think that was a very cool commercial. It was about 55 seconds long. What I liked, how it just shows the old Gladiator from back in the day, and then it shows just the old junkyard and it going into the crusher. And it was also cool to see that the tires didn't pop, and it was just really cool to see how all that was portrayed into the video. They are sending a message saying that they are willing to go outside the box and building a Jeep that, with modern touches and modern design, looks how it did back in the day. Unlike with GM with the Blazer, they made it look like a common car, and they didn't go any effort into making it look like it did back in the day, or like Ford did with the Bronco. It looks like it did back in the day somewhat, with modern touch and modern design. The modern controls, modern contours of the body and the front end are really what stood out when they were showing some of the closer views of the vehicle. They're also saying old versus new, and where the old was and how it looks now. And they're catching the eye of people that just love the look of Jeeps, and people that like trucks too, that they can get both worlds with that. It really portrays just an old vehicle in a scrapyard, and showing that it was about to get crushed, and how it comes out to be a brand new Jeep Gladiator. It was a very effective and very attention-getting commercial. I think it just shows, the toughness of the Jeep, the toughness of, even though it wasn't portrayed to Detroit, but just the toughness of, what Detroit is. And, upbeat of the commercial just made it very cool and very interesting, because realistically that's where old Jeeps are nowadays, in the crusher, or, if someone has restored them, they have them. But they really portrayed it to what it is, and then bringing it to a new, modern, cool looking vehicle.